Hi there, and welcome to a new dungeon crawl series of mine. We're gonna play something easy tonight, because lately I've been through a rough patch, and I noticed that my attention is not the best. So I felt like let's play something easy. Let's play some Minotaur, and the easiest Minotaur combination playable would be the Minotaur Berserker, and I felt like let's do that. Um, I'm gonna focus in this video series also on how to achieve a win with the Berserker, especially the Minotaur Berserker, because I feel like he's a wonderful combination to achieve a first win. If you never won the game, it's very cool to go as a Minotaur and have fun. Even if you're an experienced player, sometimes playing a Minotaur is just chilling. So, our choice of weapons. I like to go with a mace in the beginning. There's also a very good beginning by picking a hand axe, but I don't like picking axes for the start. But that's only me. Here we are. Our life as a Minotaur begins. So, what's up with being a Minotaur? I have some riposte like counterattack, sometimes with my horns, and I have horns on my head, which gives me an auxiliary attack whenever I strike somebody. I have only a helmet restriction as a Minotaur, which kind of sucks, but you can still wear hats, so that's pretty okay. And looking at the aptitudes of a Minotaur, your life is really sweet. You're great at everything on the left column, and you suck at everything at the right column, so that's basically it. As a Minotaur, you are a fighting and killing machine, and I like this training start a lot because it brings me everything I need. So, as a Berserker, you start out being a Trog follower, and Trog means, well, let's put it here. Uh, with Trog, you can go Berserk from level 1, and that's absolutely insane. And you will get some other useful abilities, and you're totally forbidden to use magic. Since you're being a Minotaur with 4 intelligence at the beginning, that's not really a problem. One further advantage of being a Trog follower, you don't need to skill invocations. All your skills are at a 0% failure chance from the beginning, and there's a bunch of rats. Let's start whacking them. My biggest problem with a Berserker start here is that I don't have any armor on me. That's the worst thing here. I'm only wearing an animal skin like a true Berserker does. And yeah, so my protection is really crappy. But there's a leather armor and this. What's up with all those rats here? That's some interesting beginning balls. So I'm already XL2. Great. That was quick. So let's put on this leather armor. It's better than the animal skin. Alright, let's chop up some rat and keep exploring. Holy. So if I wasn't a Minotaur Berserker, this start would be absolutely crazy hard. So I'm gonna Berserk into this, because I don't know if there are any more people around that corner, and that's just how we won this fight. I don't think it was absolutely necessary to go Berserk here, but I wanted to be safe. That was an insane army of people rushing towards me, and there are not many races and backgrounds that can just face tank this onslaught like this on XL2. Normally you would be either pretty lost or you would have needed to take this way more cautious. So my piety rose, I got Trog's hand, and this is also another very, very cool ability. You will get regeneration and magic resistance, so that's cool. That's really, really cool, because magic resistance is one of those break points for every character, I'd say. Magic resistance is very important to acquire across the game. So let's put on this ring mail. Maybe not while the lizard is around. The lizards are around, I wanted to say, of course. So let's stack up the armor and keep killing stuff. Oh, this bat died through the riposte horn attack. That's really awesome. Being a Minotaur is such a chill life. And for my level 3, I'm actually gonna take intelligence, because I don't want to get into trouble when I take some stat damage, and intelligence 4 is really horrible. And also, having some intelligence is very useful, because there are always artifacts lying around which give you a minus on intelligence, and hitting 0 intelligence is not good for you. It's not good for your health if you're having no intelligence at all. So another reason why it's okay to take 1 or 2 level ups on intelligence is, as a Minotaur, you will get randomly some stat points on strength and dexterity anyways, but never on intelligence. Because, well, I'm a Minotaur, I don't develop intelligence normally. So that's D1 done, without taking a sweat here. And there's Natasha. I think I can kill her, but for now, I'm gonna take another downstairs. I could show off how powerful a Minotaur can be from scratch on, but oh well, maybe I'm gonna die. Maybe I'm gonna die, I don't want to risk it here. So I have a bunch of scrolls, let's try one. That's magic mapping, cool. So I have another magic mapping available, and that's a D2 necrophage. Holy, this is really rare. Normally this would be something to be concerned about, but hey, I'm a Minotaur, I'm just gonna bash its skull. So one thing I forgot to check out was, I want to go upstairs and check out the level inventory. So I didn't overlook anything valuable here. Alright. Sometimes I like to do that, to check out if I missed something in the early levels. Oh, there's another scroll. Let's try that. It's remove curse. Cool. So I have remove curse now available too. That's pretty awesome. This guy's chunking me with a sling. There's a worm. And I'm already XL5, so we're progressing very quickly. One-shotting Natasha. Just like that. One swing and she's a nice little corpse. Natasha comes back again a few times before she's really dead. And she can slow and call imps and throw magic darts. This is not too dangerous, but from time to time she can get quite obnoxious. Especially combined with the slow and the imp spam. And situations like these, for example, when you're getting swarmed by lots of different enemies. Alright, there we go. So this was the last time. You feel Natasha's spirit has finally been put to rest. That's the message you get when she doesn't come back again. Alright, so my skills are developing at an insane speed due to all these positive aptitudes. And there's my first adder, normally also something you should be careful about, but not as a Minotaur. So, let's check it again. No, there's nothing interesting here, apart from that hunting sling maybe. Oh well, let's pick up that hunting sling. I feel good with a ranged weapon. But I didn't want this one, I want the uncursed one. So I'm gonna adjust this to the letter B so I can swap this. If you didn't know it, this button swaps weapon sets, but this only works when the swappable weapons are on the letters A and B. It's pretty important to know. So since I have a sling now, I'm gonna check if there are any bullets, but no, we didn't miss any sling bullets. And there's a huge vault here, look at that. Chances are this is gonna be a goblin vault, because it's only level 3, but it could also be a null vault. That would be exciting. But judging from the looks of it, it's kobolds and gnolls and kobolds and goblins in there. I love these fortress walls. And there's a wand of flame. So in case you didn't notice, in the trunk version the wands got reworked. There are no more scrolls of recharging, and it has 31 charges, and that's it. It will crumble if I use the last charge, and if I'm gonna find another wand of flame, it's gonna just stack on the old one. It's pretty cool. I'm not too sure if I really like the changes or not, but so far it feels okay. Alright, so this dude here always comes with a quarterstaff of chaos, which is quite concerning, but I felt like it's okay to go just like that. Maybe I should have berserked. I think I should have berserked, but everything went fine. So there's a war axe. I'm gonna put this on. I like to start out with a mace because maces and axes are pretty regular in the early levels. And when you're training maces, you will automatically gather up some skill levels on axes and vice versa. If you start out with an axe, you're gonna have real trouble against Hydra later on in the layer, because if you don't have a flaming axe, you can't use it against Hydra because you would only multiply their heads, and really that's nothing you want to see happening. So for now I'm gonna pick up the War Axe because it has 11 base damage while my mace here is only 8 base damage, so it's a lot stronger. And it also comes with the cleave. So there's a potion of invisibility. And I stepped into a teleport trap. And cleave works just like that. If I attack anything around me here, I'm gonna take a swing on every other enemy around me, which is really cool. So normally I would be pretty concerned about my whereabouts now, but being a truck following Berserker, the Minotaur Berserker, they should be more afraid of me that I am in their fortress and not vice versa. So let's do it. I'm just slaughtering these people. And I read a scroll of noise, so okay. I'm in for the big balls moves here. So I'm gonna turn on Trog's hand here for the regeneration. I don't need the MR too much, but the regeneration will sure come in handy. So there's a halberd null back there. That's pretty concerning. I'm gonna put up the regen again and step forward to slash him up. Because the other guys didn't do enough damage to get really dangerous to me, but a halberd null, these guys are pretty concerning, especially in D3. Even for a Minotaur Berserker. Alright. Let's keep exploring here. So I cleared one wing of this fortress, and I feel like we can go for the other part too. And that's XL7 here. I wonder if I should. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna turn off dodging for now and pump up some evocations until it's on level 6, because I really like to have evocations. Mainly because Trog doesn't disapprove the usage of evocables. He just disapproves the usage of spells. So you are in a good spot if you use evocables too as a berserker, because this covers up your lack of spellcasting a little bit, in my opinion, that is. And let's just keep slaughtering these poor people here. Alright, that's that. That's this vault done. No biggie. Never every other character I regularly play, this would have been well, a lot more tedious to clear out on that stage. Maybe I just would have skipped it for now, I don't know yet. But yeah. Alright, so let's check the level inventory again. So there's a short sword of speed lying around here. That's not interesting. No. No real good loot. The best thing here standing out would be the halberd, but I don't feel like going for pole arms on this run. So there's an amulet. This might be an amulet of harm, but no, it's guardian spirit. That's okay. That's totally okay. But another thing I forgot to show off here. As a Minotaur, you are having 10% more HP. You're leveling a little bit slower actually, but the plus 10% HP means that I wouldn't be totally screwed if I ran into an amulet of harm there. There's a null pack. I want to take them one by one. I mean, I feel like I can kill them up just in their faces, but no need to get over ambitious here. So I'm at the next piety level, and now I have brothers in arms. And this is absolutely bonkers, this skill. You can just summon some berserked ally with it. You're gonna get some ogre or something similar like that, which comes in berserk and is ready to wreak havoc upon the enemies. That's really really fortunate to have. This rounds up the coolness of being a Trog follower, because you get berserk from scratch on, you get regeneration and magic resistance, and you get summons. You basically get everything you need to conquer the game with. And with the next piety levels, I even will get equipment from Trog from time to time. So that's ruined leather armor. Is it good? It's fire resistance. I'm gonna keep that for now. It provides a little bit less AC than the other armor, but I feel like packing up some resistance is always a good thing. And neither this leather armor nor the ring mail will be things I'm gonna use for a longer term, so I'm okay with that. There's another orc party. Again, usually you would take them more seriously, but I can just run in there. I'm not able to kill off the priest in time, so I'm gonna turn on the regen, I'm gonna go berserk, and then I'm gonna go nuts on their bacons here and just kill them. There we are. Easy win. Having this berserk option available is brutally strong. Whenever you run into trouble, whenever you have the feeling the combat could be a bit tense or a bit bad for you, just throw on this skill and go crazy. So there's Jessica, and she was on this little island, and there's a Sith altar, I see. So this wand already got useful. Pretty useful, actually. So, Scroll of Teleportation. I still wait for the identification scroll here. My first ogre. I'm gonna shoot a few rocks from my sling at him. Didn't do much to him. So I just noticed that I need to adjust my axe to A, because I just wielded that mace again, which is not the proper choice here. Howler Monkey, killing it just like that. So that's a scroll of enchant armor. I'm gonna enchant that cloak. I don't want to enchant the leather armor, because this is something I'm gonna swap out pretty quickly. So let's check this level inventory again. The Dagger of Venom is the biggest drop here, but well, do I look like somebody who's fighting with daggers? Not really. Alright. So overall, if you haven't won Dungeon Crawl a single time and you want to win it, Minotaur Berserker is one of the easiest ways to go for. So there's a Flail of Crushing. That's cool. That's really cool. And Silver Tomahawks. Alright, let's pick up some of those. I feel like some throwing might be in order too. So we're gonna swap over to this Flail of Crushing, I'd say, because it's better than the... a branded weapon is always better than a unbranded weapon, and Flail has 10 base damage, War Axe has 11, so it's a little bit better, but we're gonna swap over here. With those aptitudes, you can easily achieve 2 weapon schools at a min delay level, if you're going for one-handed weaponry, that is. So it's okay too. So I got slowed, and this is not really good. This is not really good. So I'm gonna turn again the Trog's Hand on, and I'm just gonna go berserk here. I want to get rid of this priest for sure, because the smitings hurt a lot. And there we are. We won. Again, this would have been a fight without. If I wasn't a truck follower, this fight would have been really dangerous and might even have killed me. A ring of protection from cold. Very good. Very, very good. So that's the ID scroll I was waiting for. Let's ID some of those pots. I have identified curing and haste. Perfect. Good stuff. So there's another orc priest. He had a morning star. So the morning star is the next heavier one-handed mace after the flail. What's this butterfly doing here? Is there some Zom altar or something around here, or Fetus? No, it's Zom. I had a hunch that if there are butterflies around, that's so Zom. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this morning star in case I would run into a brand weapon scroll. It's always nice to have at least one weapon with you to brand if you're running into a brand weapon scroll. It always sucks a little bit if you're not having anything to brand on. So what the heck? 3 priests at once. Wow. Alright, so again, I don't think that this would have been that easy with a non-berserker. But as a berserker, we just get in there, smack their bacons, and be happy. One thing that's really worth mentioning, if you're berserked, you can't drink potions anymore. You can't activate skills anymore. You're just out for blood. So if you want to go berserk, always put up your preparational skills, potions, or whatever before you go. Okay. What the heck? Alright, so there. Just noticed that there are 7 faces in this channel, but they only wrote weird stuff. So there's a helmet. I won't be able to use this helmet. That's sad. Alright, let's have a look at the inventory of this floor. But again, nothing too impressive showed up. Let's go downstairs. The ring mail I was picking up is a +2 of positive energy, which is pretty good. Can live with that. And there we go. I'm just running around murdering everything here. A scroll of amnesia. So these I can't absolutely drop. The game already graded out, and it also turned off the auto pickup of those, because I can't cast spells like ever as a truck follower. So why should I carry around amnesia scrolls? There's absolutely no reason to do so. Alright. That's a big party here. I want to see if this will work out. So another level up. From here on I'm gonna go for Dex. Not for strength, because I feel like the strength will come from on its own. And this is one situation where I will kite a little bit back here. Turn on the truck's hand, because I want to have the regeneration running. And let's start whacking here. I was considering going berserk here, but I didn't feel like it was necessary. So there's a plate armor. I'm gonna put this on because, yeah, that's 8 armor class more. This positive energy effect, I'm missing it a little bit. I gotta be honest. I always dislike it to lose resistances, but what the heck. I rather prefer the heaviest armor I can wear in my inventory. So there's a wand of acid. That's exactly why I wanted to level up some evocations, because it's always nice to have these tools at your disposal. So I'm breaking the line of sight at this position to prevent the orc priest from smiting me. Somebody had a dagger of venom here, huh? So look at that, I got poisoned pretty badly here, but oh well, even if it would have gotten dangerous, I had enough curing potions to deal with here. So I'm okay with that. There's a long sword, I don't need that. Hep altar. I actually ran into a teleport trap which only transported me a few tiles away. Guess I got lucky here. Let's kite it back. Your biggest threat when playing a Minotaur is actually your own hubris, to be quite honest. Because you will get used to kill everything that easily that you will run into certain situations you can't just kill off like that. So there's the Ecumenical Temple, but I already have my god I follow things. So there's a Tengu Fire Elementalist. So let's just go for that. I'm gonna regen and start whacking. I don't think I need to Berserk on him. No, not at all. So Trog also loves it when you kill magic users. This gives you even more piety. And there we go. That's D7 done. Let's go for D8. And there's Joseph. Joseph is something pretty concerning. He's wielding a hunting sling of freezing and a normal quarterstaff. So let's just swing at him. And wow, that was some easy Joseph. I'm gonna pick up those sling bullets, and this hunting sling of freezing is certainly better than my old one. Chances are I'm never gonna use it, but hey, we're gonna carry it around. Let's shoot some rocks and miss every single shot here. Hungry ghost makes me starving. Let's eat some and keep killing him. I'm again starving. What the heck? So far, I didn't run into any shields or other defensive options, which makes me wonder if I'm gonna go for two-handed weaponry. Personally, I always prefer to go for shield builds, because I feel like they offer so much more safety. There's a new ring. A ring of intelligence. Hey, I'm more intelligent now. So, Gadget Emporium, huh? So I'm gonna mark these, because right now, as the game works, you can use pretty much every single wand, pick up every single wand, because they will stack now in your inventory, which is pretty cool, actually. I've noticed on Reddit that most people which ran into these changes of the wands were more, well, not so happy about it. Let's put it like that. But well, I won't make myself some opinion before I've tried it out in detail. There's another plate armor. Nobody needs that. Still wondering why there are no such scrolls like brand armor in the game. There's a crocodile. So is this an indicator for the entrance to the lair? I don't know. Good marked. Okay. Come at me, guys. Oh, that's all. So that's that. That's D7 done. And let's check again if I missed something I want to pick up. Or only... No. Actually not. Alright, so Evocations is hitting 6 pretty soon. That's cool. Wyvern Skeleton. Also normally nothing to underestimate. So, Scroll of Random Uselessness. Juicy. That's what I'm carrying around all this time. So there's a new ring. And a bunch of orcs. I'm curious, I want to try out this ring. So... A ring of protection plus 6. That's pretty handy. Better than the intelligence ring for sure. So let's try out these amulets. An amulet of regeneration and an amulet of reflection. Not bad at all. I'm gonna take the regeneration one for now. And I'm gonna drop the reflection amulet for now because, well, reflection is kind of like only really useful if you're having some shield on, because your chance to reflect projectiles is linked to your shield rating, and these amulets give you some flash shield rating too, But if you don't have any shield rating, you're not gonna deflect much missiles. And that's why I totally prefer having regeneration running here. Because regeneration never hurts. It's always cool to have quicker HP regeneration. And it's also worth mentioning that as soon as I put up Trog's hand, it amplifies the regeneration. They stack on each other. So that's even more regeneration while using Trog's hand. There's nothing bad about that. So let's kill up these priests. Just like that. No. Another ID scroll. That's liquefaction. Alright, so what do I have at my disposal here? Heal wounds, haste, agility, lig, invis, mutation. Good. Still no might potion though. But with the ability to go berserk at will, you don't need might potions too badly. So Trog gave me his first gift, a few javelins. He likes to give you throwing ammunition. Scroll of enchant weapon. Might as well enchant this flail of crushing for once. So I don't see anything exciting here. So let's go downstairs. Evo 6. Alright. We're gonna what? I feel like I'm gonna level up some throwing, because why not? And this also leads to more ammunition gifts from Trog, but I feel like, why not? Having throwing at my disposal is also not bad. So there's a wand of clouds. Although I have to say, with this kind of character, you don't need ranged attacks too often. Quite honestly. So there's a broadaxe. And a bunch of orc priests again. This game features so many big orc priest packs. So these are enemies I can't take that lightly, because the smite hurts a lot. The smite can't be resisted. And two of these guys can actually deal out some big damage there. So normally I would respect an orc warrior with a halberd way more. Oh, I got shafted. Whoops. It's also not as concerning. So there's a artifact ring mail. Is it good? Oh, hell no. +3 strength. I mean, it only had 4 AC less than the plate armor I'm wearing. But, well, I would have kept it if it had some nice resists or something like that, but it didn't. So I don't see too much reason to stick to that. So there's the lair. Nice. Let's go upstairs again. I wasn't finished here. So I kept the broadaxe for branding reasons too. I'm not too sure right now what I'm gonna pick. In the long run, I would prefer to run axes, and there's a hornet. It paralyzed me and it slowed me. Normally, nothing to laugh about, but hey, Minotaur life. I think I'm gonna prefer an axe on the long run, but if you're running an axe or any bladed weapon, you will need some Hydra plan. It's pretty important to have a Hydra plan running. And there's a bunch of killer bees. So let's see if I need the lignification here. Lignification pots are your anti-killer bee pots. Because you get poison resistance for free once you're in the tree form, which is really good. So there's a glowing chainmail. I want to put this on. That's cool. It's +2. It has the same AC as my plate armor, but it also has poison resistance and provides some more evasion. Overall, since I'm heading towards the lair now, it's awesome to have some poison resistance item. It makes me very happy because that's one of the things I need the most here. And that's a huge warp pack. It's unusual for the entrance of the Orcish mines that they are guarded by a ward pack. Don't see that too often. There are many different layouts for the entrance for the Orcish mines. That one I didn't know yet. Tengu warrior, wielding a dire flail of crushing. Juicy. I want to have that. So this guy is potentially a little bit more dangerous than the other guys I was facing. So let's fire an Ice Blast wand, and let's give him some acid too. And let's do the killing. So, what's up with this dire flail of crushing? For now, I'm just gonna keep this thing. It's cool because I don't have a shield yet, and it only needs a skill level of 14 to swing it at Mindalay. It only has a base damage of 13, which is really not impressive compared to the Broadaxe, which is a single-handed weapon, which also has a base rate and damage rating of 13, but 13. But there's a necromancer here. Insane balls. So I'm gonna acid this guy and ice blast him. Boom. Alright, Trock gave me a rune flail. It's an anti-magic flail. Interesting. Do I want to keep that? Actually, yes. But I'm gonna drop the plain war axe I'm carrying around. I don't need that anymore. That's a Scroll of Fog. Let's have some fun with these books. If you're a Trock follower, Trock hates spellcasting, so we have the skill burn spellbooks, and there we are. Trock is delighted. You can even throw spellbooks at enemies and use this skill to create a cloud of flame on top of an enemy, which is a very interesting move and worth mentioning that it's possible as a Trock follower. So there we are. I feel like this is a very good spot to wrap up this episode. I feel like I'm not too long in this episode right now, but yeah, let's put it here to an end, and we're going to continue in the lair in part 2. So feel free to leave a comment or anything as you like. I'm trying to explain as much as I can about the life of a Minotaur Berserker and why it's such a good way to win the game, and if you like it, feel free to leave some feedback. And until then, hope you're going to join in again and enjoy your time. See you guys. Bye bye.